This diagram maps out the core elements of strategic planning. At its foundation, strategic management is the process of setting a long-term organizational vision and continuously allocating resources to reach that goal. But reaching that goal affects a massive web of stakeholders. A company's strategic choices ripple outward, directly impacting employees, local communities, and the environment. Corporate evaluations based strictly on the math of profit and economic growth create a strategic vacuum. This narrow focus often strips the human cost out of the equation. When corporations prioritize unchecked profit over moral oversight, they invite reputational ruin, costly boycotts, and ultimate organizational collapse. So, without external intervention, how does a massive, profit-driven organization successfully police its own ambition? Pure strategic drive without internal safety nets creates a direct organizational liability. The board of directors provides active, critical oversight to ensure executive decisions serve the long-term corporate good. This infographic breaks down their mandate. The board has authority to hire the CEO, set compensation, and establish foundational governance policies. They also appraise strategy by monitoring organizational performance and approving the annual budgets required to execute those plans. By managing these broad risks, the board ensures management's actions align with the corporate good and protect the trust of both shareholders and external stakeholders. The board acts as a structural brake system, ensuring a company's strategic goals remain within its financial and legal obligations. While a board meets intermittently, the daily behavior of management is governed by ethical decision-making frameworks. This diagram illustrates the three moral principles that guide daily choices: justice, meaning fairness; beneficence, the obligation to prevent harm; and fidelity, the practice of inspiring trust. Companies operationalize these abstract principles into corporate social responsibility, or CSR. Corporate responsibility spans a spectrum from mandatory legal compliance to the proactive, desirable actions that better a company's company and environment. An ethical framework acts as an internal moral compass, ensuring the daily execution of a strategy maintains the company's integrity over time. The COVID-19 pandemic provided a brutal stress test for corporate strategy, forcing retailers to navigate entirely new federal health guidance overnight. Walmart executed an immediate strategic pivot. They prioritized associate and customer safety by strictly enforcing CDC guidelines, including the frequent sanitization of shopping carts. Simultaneously, they proactively fortified their logistics network to ensure they could keep local communities supplied with essentials during the height of the crisis. By prioritizing associate safety and community supply lines, Walmart maintained the public trust necessary to capture the surge in demand during the lockdowns. This alignment of ethics and operations coincided with a 460% spike in grocery app downloads and a 26.8% increase in operating income. The long-term survival of a strategy relies on the structural foundations of corporate governance and ethical decision-making. Harvard economist Michael Porter calls this strategic CSR, the practice of finding specific intersections where creating a competitive advantage simultaneously generates positive social outcomes. This practice secures a company's license to operate. Businesses require the ongoing support and goodwill of the public to conduct their operations over the long term. A corporate strategy that becomes disconnected from its code of ethics will eventually lose public goodwill and fail. True strategic intent balances economic ambition with strict moral scrutiny, securing a sustainable future for both the corporation and the society it serves.